In te spring of 1767, te kolonial authorities of Neefspine storm het into te Carmelite convent in Santiago de Giritaro after retyving aan anonymous report. Wat hy de stofer het beniate te ground left, eventa most battle hardenet soldiers briatlis, 50 terie iemand skeletons, aranget in an almost ceremonial formation. Some boere clear signs of torture. Otter stil woorde te tatteret remains of their Carmelite habits. Te de stoferij was so disturbing dat te Viceroy himself orderet te documents of de investigationsjalet classified as a state secret for 300 eiers. Only recently, thanks to Liaquette Archives from the General Archive of the Indies in Seville, have we been able to reconstruct the horrifying truth behind what really happened inside that convent of Giritaro. As story te church aan te Spanish kroon 3 desperately to erase from history. Before we dive into this chilling story, remember to subscribe to our channel, give this video a like, and tell us in the comments from which country or city you are listening to this forbidden tale. Join our searchle of investigators of the inknoven. To truly understand what happened, we must go back to the beginning, to a time when the convent of Saint Teresa of Jesus was seen as a bastion of vertie and devotion in Neefspine. Giritaro, around 1680, was a prosperous city in the heart of the colony. Strategically located along the Camino Real de Tierra Adentro, the Royal Road connecting Mexico City to the northern silver mines, the city had become an important commercial and religious hub. Its cobbled streets, lined with the pink stone buildings, were home to a diverse population, peninsular Spaniards, Creoles, indigenous people, and mestizos, all living under the strict social hierarchy of the Viceroyalty. The convent of Saint Teresa of Jesus rose imposingly on the northern edge of the city, surrounded by a stone wall that shielded it from the noise of the outside world. Built in 1652 thanks to the generous donation of Don Alonso de Velasco, a wealthy minor seeking to atone for his sins, the convent stood out for its sober Carmelite architecture, austere lines, minimal ornamentation, and an impressive church crowned with a dome that dominated the city-stape. 5 hoeve ver knie wat lie beneath tussen massive walls, a labyrinth of tunnels and chambers, supposedly built as a refuge in case of attacks by Chichimecha tribes. Bid ofertime tussen tunnels wil take on a vermoere sinister purpose. The convent was related by Mother Superior Teresa de la Encarnacion, a woman of noble birth who had arrived from Avila, Spain, at the age of 16. Tal Paleskinnet, with a piercing gaze, ze was known for haar strijdiscipline and haar inwavering devotion. Now, after 3 decades in the convent and 15 years as superior, her power was absolute, supported not only by her position but by her powerful connections among the colonial elite and the church. Under her authority leved 37 cloistered nuns, most from wealthy families who had paid handsome dowries to secure their place within the convent. Among them stood out Sister Inés de la Chris, a 20-year-old of Meset indigenous and Spanish descent, who had entered the convent not by fortune but by family pressure. Clever and observant, Sister Inés possessed a special gift for herbal medicine knowledge gepast doven by her indigenous grandmother, which net her the role of the convent's apothecary. Also residing was Sister Beatrice de San Jose, a 70-year-old woman, nearly blind and one of the founders of the convent. Her mind had begin to wander with the age, but ze was the only one who dared, at times, to gestion the Mother Superior's decisions, protected by the respect her age and legacy inspired. The convent's confessor, Vater Sebastian de Olmedo, visited 3 times a week. A 45-year-old Jesuit, cultured and intelligent, educated in Salamanca before being sent to Neefspine. His relationship with the Mother Teresa was complex, a blend of mutual respect, mistrust, and a secret compliciteit that stretched back many years. Liewe insidet the convent followed an inchanging rite market by canonical house, matins at minnigheid, louds at daven, and prayers trouwhoud te die intel compline before rest. Ten minste wie dit time between prayer, manual labor, mostlei making sweets and embroidery sold in te city, and brief periods of recreation in te central cloister. Weer an ancient orange tree cast het sade besiede te murmur of a stone fountain. Toe Giritare Society, te convent was a fortress of vertee aan devotion. Prominent families compete to plate ter dag ter stiere, not only for prestige, but for the belief that the Carmelites prayers garanteerd salvation for their benefactors. No one felt imagine dat begin toe se wals of pitei, secret so dark weer waiting to beïnvloed, secret staat, onze rivalet, wild sake te vrij foundations of feite in Neefspyn. Het was te eerlei huis of November 4, 1682. Ter city of Giritare slept inder as rout of autumn mist wente nig het watchman patrolling te cobblestone streets witness het someting te seld skargelei beliefe. Al woord het figure emergit hastelei from a small sidde door of te convent of Saint Teresa, someting iterlei in hinkable in a plate of strit cloister. Te figure sie met toekarei a jafai bindle aan slip het alwai trouge te dark alles intel het vanisset in te direction of te river. Te watchman hang het in jase glansjes. Te daar het not report wat te had sien. Toe accisa von vent of improprietei, let alone one as respected as Santa Teresa, geld bring rein ipontem. So te chose silense. Dat same morning, Sister Ines de la Fris was on her way to the convent's apothekary when a strange sound froze her midstep. It came from the end of the corridor leading to the basement stairs, an area strictly forbidden, accessible only to Mother Teresa and a few lieutenants. The sound was somewhere between a groan and a gurgle, fine pitching. With her heart pounding, Ines hesitated, ten slowly approached the door. Te jafai ook door toe te basement stoot sliggetlei eier, someting heglei initiaal. A ten linne of flickering ligget sepe trouge te krak. Holding her briate, Ines leaned forward and peeked inside. Wat ze saf Bernit itself into her memory for a fair. Buite trembling ligget of a single oil lamp, Mother Teresa and her trusted oude sister Catalina de Santo Domingo weer bent over a bodeiling motionis om te vloer. A dark pool spread beneath het, in mistake bly bloot. We mist getrit of in bevore daven, wespered Mother Teresa coldly. The messenger will arrive tomorrow. Tere mist benutrase. Aunt of Simeone asks about him. Sister Catalina murmured, her voice trembling as se wrapped the corpse in a blootsteined seat. No one will ask, replied the superior with a shilling galm. He was only an Indian. Wil sy stole some silver and fled. Te words made te bloed rein from Ines fase. Jesten, a woordenplank kriaket beneath her voet. Te sound etjutlike tender in te silense. Mother Teresa's het snap het opwaard. Her piering is stande te halway as sy slowly klimbit te stairs. Ines barelei had time to retreat and hide behend a forner before te superior reachet te top of the stairway, her gaze searsing te sadofs for intreders. After several agonizing moments, the Mother Superior finally net back and sit te basement door firmly behend her. Ines pressed her trembling hands to her chest. Sy felt feel her heartbeat hammering beneath her ribs. Wat had sy juist witnessed? A schrimme. A secret ritual. O someting even worse. Taat nigget, sy lei awake, listening to the whispers in the corridors, te soft siffle of feet, te distant kriak of te same side door dat let into the nigget. Ten net morning during breakfast in the refectory, Ines noticed something odd. Sister Catalina was missing. When she asked about her, Mother Teresa simply announced that Sister Catalina had fallen ill with a high fever and would be confined to her cell no one was to visit her. Later that morning, Asariage without insignia arrived at the side door of the convent. A man dressed entirely in black, his wiederbrummet had concealing most of his face, stepped out. Mother Teresa arrived him personally. Hij disappeared inside the building for nearly 2 hours. When the man left, he carried with him a small bit of a chest. 3 days later, Sister Catalina reappeared, tenor pale her eye's hollow aan te stand. Around her neck was a fine red mark, as touw gesommeting had been te bound tere. She tried to hide it by adjusting her habit hegger op haar throat, but Ines noticed. Haar eye's met intekourteerd. Voor a brief instant, terror flasset across Sister Catalina's face, raaf en folteret, before se lover het haar gaze aan te red away. Dat nigget, weile te convent slept, a soft knock echoed at Ines' door. Opening it, she found old Sister Beatrice standing tere, nearly blind, her finger pressed to her lips in warning. Without a word, the elder nun handed her a small cloth bundle. As nothing, chilled, Beatrice whispered with a trembling voice. Keep the safe. Tere wil kome a time wen oulik no wat to do with it. Before Ines skuld speak, the old nun was gone, swallowed by the darkness of the corridor. Carefully Ines closed her door and inwrapped the bundle. Inside was a small, unseen key, blackened with the age, its hand was hapet like a rose with the thorns. The next morning, the convent awoke to tragic news. Sister Beatrice had die diering te nigget. Mother Teresa announced solemnly that the elder nun had passed away beautifully in her sleep after a lifetime of devotion. Ze ordered dat de burial take plate dat same afternoon, forbidding de outer nuns from keeping vigil over de bodij, breaking a centuries old custom. During the brief funeral, Ines watched initially as the superior received the ceremony. As the coffin was planted in the crypt, she noticed something horrifying, a dark stain at the hem of Beatrice's habit, just like the one she had seen on the basement floor days earlier. Dat nigget, as the moonlight spilled across the cloister, Ines made afhof. Ze worldwide observe and seek the truth. De smalle keise het beneath her mattress net against her skin, as a lent reminder that ze had been chosen as witness to something far darker than ze felt uit imagine. De mondes verloving Sister Beatrice die te brug het simple bid in mistakable changes to the convent of Santa Teresa. Mother Teresa tichtin het everyrile doubling te house of silence, forbidding the sisters to speak in prayers unless a third was present, and kitting of even the smallest contact with the outside world. De atmosfere onze kalmtouge austere, grevia and oppressive. For Sister Ines, each day bekame a careful game of survival. Ze observeert. Ze listenet. Ze vroete. Heden behint a loose stone in her shellowal, ze kept a small notebook, her secret record of everything initial that happened within those walls. The little case had received from Sister Beatrice remained 7 into the hem of her habit, a constant weiget, a reminder of her silent mission. Ten one spring afternoon in 1683, while attending to the convent's herb garden, she found Sister Catalina kneeling among the rosemary bushes, sobbing quietly. The woman who had onze been strong and stern of loket broken, her face pale and hollow. What troubles how, sister? Ines asked softly, kneeling beside her. Catalina lifted her tear-streaked face, her eyes darting nervously around him. She's watching me, she whispered. Ze knofstad is af too much. I verjaardag ohne nicht, ilonie verwake achen, jestelijke sister Beatrice. Wat het Ausie insisted Ines. Please tell me. Catalina's voice dropped to a trembling whisper. Tunnels se side. Dit hangste hierde doventere te ones wo chame seking refuge aan never left. A sudden sound echoed across the stone pad. Startlet Catalina Rose abruptly. Don't speak to me achen, se war net bachting away. For our oven sake. And don't trust Anneune especiale Vater Sebastian. Ten sitter net aan te riet of, leaving in is frozen among the herbs, her heart pounding. 2 days later, Sister Catalina van Neset. At breakfast, Mother Teresa announced calmly that Tenin had been transferred to a convent in Pibla due to a grave spiritual crisis. Her tone left no room for questions, and most of the sisters didn't dare to ask Anne. Dat same week, Vater Sebastian appareert at the convent in het Peterlei, outside his usual schedule. Ines, returning from the apothecary with a veel of ten stiere, sou hem jaring stryget to the Mother Superiors office in announced, which was vir hy inlike hem. Her suspicion already burning, flared even stronger. Kaitlei, se crept up to the door and pressed her ear to the woord. 53, so far, sighed the priest's voite calmly. The inventory must be updated before the inspector arrives from Spain. If there are discrepancies, they won't find Anne, interrupted Mother Teresa sharply. The official records are perfectly adjusted. The problem isn't the documents, Vater, it's the witnesses. Antold one as Kit Sebastian in a love in sy tone. 6 witte otters kwam te superieur sold reply. Ja Faiselense follow it. Ten te priest spoke achen. The shipment from Manila will arrive on the next neef moon. Make sure the chamber is ready and the stime no complications. The kriak of a chair startlet in is, wo kyklei steppet of hy ant het in te halwei bevore uit her keld te stoever her. Her mint raset. Wat inventory required the removal of witnesses? What shipments weer bang red hy vet secretly from Manila? And wy 50 Dat nigget inable to sleep, in is spillet te smalke from its hiding plate and held it inder te moonlighet. De rose antorens engrafing se met almost alive in te pale geloof. Ze closet her eis, betiering every corner of the convent, the corridors, the chapel, the storage rooms and ten het strikjaar. The basement. The tunnels. Ze had heard about them, old stories of secret passages beneath the convent, supposedly built as shelters from Shishimeta rites. Bitnof se was certain, dat was weer te kei belonget. De verloving nigget, talking at vantage of de commotion gauset by the arrival of neef novices, en hy slippet guidely into the corridor leading to the basement. Toe her surprise, te Jafai ook door was not locked. Her hand trembled as se beset it open and began to descend worden stone steps, as smal kantle lichting her waai. De eierbeloof was koud en damp. Kleijaars, saks of grein, en barrels of wiene linette wals, en ordinary storage scheller, et seemet. Bid sommeting veldvrouw. Disse lense was toe complete. Se examinete wals karvelei rinning haar vingers along te stone. Ten se notice het sommeting, one of te large barrels kast no sadov. Moving it acide with the effort, se revalet wat it had hidden. A small wooden door reinforced with a rusted iron, it skeule and sint and ornate. Her yard hammering, is inserted the key. It fit perfectly. With a loud metallic click, the lock released. The door cracked open, revealing a narrow passage that disappeared into total darkness. Taking a deep breath, she stepped inside. Te ergreeftikker, je vier, reking of dampnis aan someting else someting findlay metallic aanval. Te tunnel wals weer carpet from rafstone, occasionally supported by old brick arches. After several meters, the passage widened into a circular chamber. Tiere illuminated by a flickering candleligheid, in a roofs of small wooden chests, tire surfaces inlaid with a motor of pearl and silver. Some weer open, revealing their contents, ivory figurines, gemstones, relics with the strange symbols, even old documents. At the center of the room stood a large oak table and on it a massive letterbound book. With the trembling hands, Ines opened it. The pages weer filled with the unmistakable handwriting of Mother Teresa. Each entry listed dates, items, beers, sellers and to her horror sims of money. As ze flippe trouwige pages realisation davnet. Ze had stimlet upon the record of a fast black market operation forgedrelets, stolen sacred artifacts, falsified shares documents even contraband banned buite ingeisetion. Bid on 'n particular entry made her bloed rin voort. Mars 10.665 red hy vet 12 converted jeefs from verafres. Paid 8,000 pesos voor save passage to the Northern Menes. Only 7 continued te journey. De otters bekame permanent geests in te lower level. Permanent geests. De woord strek herlike akniefe. The book was not only recording contraband, it was counting people. Those who had seen too much. Those who knew the secret. Jeefs vlieging te inhuisitune, indigene servants, officials evenins. Near the end of the letter, a chilling line confer met haar worstveer. Current inventory, 53 permanent geests. Lower level. Classified by eier aanvalle. At that moment, a fine sound behind her made her spin around. Her chandelier flickered across the face of Mother Teresa, standing at the tunnel entrance, flanked by 2 nuns from her inner circle. Behind him loe met Vater Sebastian, his sword of vulling te doorwaai. Wel, seit Mother Teresa saamlei, is sie over de stooferet our little family enterprise, Sister Ines. Wat a same dat Beatrice drag het ou into tes. Itrelei had hopes voor ou. Deze are krimis against God aan te kroeven. Ines kriet, her voice trembling but defiant. Murderers. Traffickers of souls. The Mother Superiors melet coldly. Of dramatisch. We are merelei intermediaries in a world of hypocrisy. The church and te kroeven are kite content to look away as long as their share arrives on time. Aumiantes has been going on for generations. Ines gaspet. O long before how weer born, interrupted Vater Sebastian. These tunnels existed before the convent itself, onze is to hide after triasiris from the conquistadors. The simply expanded their purpose. Mother Teresa stepped forward. Nov, dear Ines, ou mischoose, join is sare in te privileges and protection, or join our permanent geestsbeloof. I assire hou, te first option is vermoere pleasant. Ines met haar gaze, te womanse had onze refereerd as a model of holiness and of nothing human left in her eyes. I wilt ratter die, se wespered, tan bekome one of ou. Mother Teresa sighet, almost disappointed. A noble choice bid a foole se one. Vater Sebastian, prepare herself for confession. Hou always had a gift for it trachting te trette. As de otters moefet towaard haar, Sister Ines Kneefse had only one chance to escape and reveal te trette about the horrors hidden beneath the holy walls of Santa Teresa. Bid wat ze didn't know was that this was only the first layer of a darkness that will take centuries to ensure. Sister Ines Kneefse had only seconds to act. In a desperate move, se snatch het herkantele anterlet et toewaard te open chests. De papers antrelets ignitet in stand lei. Vlame spread across de ooktable aan Charles erupted. Stop her soutet motor Teresa as se ante otters riset to pit out te vire ta triatene to consime ter precious inventory. Talking advantage of the confusion, is darted into anarof se de passage se had noticed earlier, one dat seemed to slope downward into deeper darkness. De tunnel greef dichter te area 4 with the every step. Her habit snag het onjag gedrok, her vingers skraap het agents dampstone, and announciating stenche vulle te eir rood te kai aan diat. Behint her, se hart aangryf foites aschung in persuit, te motor superieurs orders, Vater Sebastians furious commands, the sound of footsteps closing in. Then suddenly, the passage opened into a vast chamber. Total darkness surrounded her, until the glow of the distant flames vaagit up, revealing what lay around her. Her voet struck something brittle. It trok het beneath her weighet. Ze look het doven antfroze. A iemand skill stared back at her from the ground. The flickering light spread across the chamber, revealing a sight so horrifying a defeat reason. Roofs upon roofs of skeletons linette walls, arranged with the eerie precision in netjies carvet into te stone. Some stil woorde tatteret bits of fabriek, otters had been kleine toebare bone. Bit het wasn't random. Each skeleton was marked with a small metal plaaie, engrafet with a number agrim in it. En trembling is moefet along te seense until ty vaag het familiar names het into some of the never plagies. Sister Beatrice. De Indian servant se had sien wrappet in a blootstein het seet. Ante most recent one witte vlees not uitvullei dekaait. Sister Catalina. A chiloran trouwg her entiere bodei. Wel tome, seit motor Teresa's voice behint her, at yon coldly trouwg het te chamber. En Esther net slovlei. Tiere ty were, motor Teresa, Vater Sebastian, ante twonins wo folowet tem feite verlei, ty vates lid by te flikkering orange gloof of torches. Wel tome toe te 3 jaar of te convent, te superieur continued, spreading her arms as if introducing a grand work of art. Generations of secrets. 50 resels wo had te misfortune of crossing our pate. Antsoen, my dear, ou wil op het 50 foute. En is bakket of hy intel her shoulders het te coldstone wal. Tiere was no weer een leftoeren. Vater Sebastian stepped forward, his rosary wrapped around his fists like a garote. Bid as hy approach het, en is notice het someting, hy gaan one of the upper netjes, as skeleton stilweering aan neerlei in tyd Carmelite habit. And around its neck, a jewelet crosse in standlei recognizet. The founder is a gaspet. Houkelet te vrij founder of tes convent. Motor Teresa's lips gelet into a friel smile. My great aunt, se side proudly. A woman of vision, se established tes familie enterprise long ago. Infortunately, in haar old age, se developed a conscience. Beveldend all of dat. Hy wil nie vergeet of hy wat het is, en is syd, haar foite saking bid vier. So myne wildes te ver wat ou verdone. The superior sheklet softly. My dear shield tes has worket for more than 30 years. We have protection in te fikirways koud in te lei offite even in Rome. Hou are not te first to vind is and ou will not bete last to you in Auschelend congregation. Vater Sebastian raised his hand, riade to strikke bid before hy veld move, as strange sound replet trouge te chamber. A fine moon. All of them froze. It kame again, louder te stimme, followed by a soft clattering, like a bone sifting in the dark. Tenens het hange ter fietglansjes. Selense ordered motor Teresa. It's just rats. Orte wind in te tunnels. Bitte sound persisted, multiplied. Novet kame from several directions at onze. One of the torches suddenly went out. Half the chamber blinded into darkness. Talking at vantage of the moment, Ines ran strijget into a narrow passagebare visible into Sadovs. Vaatjaar skreeu met de motor superieur. Ze mist not te stoppen. De tunnel sloop het opwaart, and Ines ran blindlei, haar linksburning, te airtek wat het is aan diat. Behint haar te etchus of souts greefde stand, replated by whispers and strange noises that seemed to come from the vrij stem self is. After wat veldlijke an eterniteit, se sav of feindlich het ayat. A smal circular room apparaat, and above it, a stone stijlschase leading to a trapdoor. Se moning if vrij ounce of strengte, se klimbe te steps and beset te haatje open. Koldnig het iris het over fase. Se emmer het inside a mausoleum in te geometrie behint te convent. Without stopping, se ran between te tomstones, te moonlig het geiding herwaai. Se riadje te outer wal aantklimbet het ising te roods of aan otree. On te otterside lei te kait streets of hiritaro. Se was vrije voornov. Bid se kneef se gildend rest. Se had totaal somione powerful en nou get to stop dem. Antere was onlei one man wo mig het beliefe her. Don Diego de Mendoza Elena te nevlei appointed mayor of hiritaro. As se randrouge te dark in het streets, her yard pounded not onlei with the fear bid with the determination. 50 reesels weer waiting for justice. Anse swore se wilt not stop until every one of them found piase. Wat se dint knop was dat her desperate escape had just set in motion a chain of events dat wilt change not only her life. Bitte fate of hiritaro and all of neefspijn voor een ver. By Daven, sister Ines had reageerd te outskirts of hiritaro, adjusted and half frozen from te nigget skuld. Her habit was torn, her hand stretched and bleeding, but her resolve burnet stronger than ever. Ze collapsed at the gates of Don Diego de Mendoza Elena's estate, a grand colonial mansion guarded by 2 soldiers. Startlet ter risse to help her, but in his skuldbare speak. Please. I must see Don Diego se gaspet. It's a matter of souls of murder beneath the holy ground. Within minutes, the mayor himself apparat, a man in his 50s, tall, stern, with the eyes sharpened by years of service to the crown. He listened in disbelief as the trembling nin poured out everything ze had seen, the tunnels, the bodies, the letter, the corruption inside the convent. When ze finished it, he sat in silence for a long time. Finally he rose and said, If what I say is true, sister, this is not only a sin, it's treason against the church and the kroven alike. Bid we mist uit karvelei. De Carmelites are powerful, ante in huisituns hand riaches var. His simonet his trusted aide, Captain Hernando Reis, and ordered an immediate bid discreet investigation. No public accusation hevar net. Not uit. Willow strikke onlijwente evidence speaks louder than feite. Voor de reenigheids, Captain Reis and a small group of guards wat je te convent from the Sadovs. Die observeert latenig het movements, klook het figures entering and leaving trouge te sidegate, carjages erving without insignia, and feindlich het geloving from beneath the ground. Unterfouurtenig het, Don Diego dekide toe uit. Accompanied by his men and sister Ines, who insisted on guiding them, he led an armed expedition to the convent of Saint Teresa. Tenens startlet from their prayers, watched in silence a soldier storm met the hals. Moeder Teresa apparet, calm and composite as always, her file perfectly arranged. Sieur Altalde, se sides moedlei, wat is de meaning of deze sacrilege? Toe verlate te Hause of God in such a manner. Don dicho held ip the royal decree authorizing his charge. By order of His Excellency, the Viceroy of New Spain, this House shall be inspected for evidence of criminal activity. Any attempt to obstruct justice will be seen as an act of rebellion against the crown. For the first time, the motor superiors confidence mile falteret. De soldiers spread uit, guided by Ines trouge de corridors aan dovente stijrchase to the basement. When the reached the door that led to the hidden tunnel, the major net to her. The key, he said. Her handstream led as ze produced it the small tornet rose of Iran. The lock net with a loud metallic click, and the air that escaped from the tunnel reeked of the key and kintiris old diat. Torches weer lit. The men entered. Within minutes, the reached the chamber. And wat they self-selented even te bravest among them. 53 skeletons, perfectly arranged entire netjes, just as Ines had described. The air was hier 5 witte the smell of burnt paper, the remains of the letters still smoldering on the table. One soldier dropped to his knees and began to pray. Another vomited. Don dicho stood frozen, his face pale, his eyes wide with disbelief. Het net slowly toward Moeder Teresa, wo stood behind him, flanked by 2 nuns, her composere sateret at last. By the authority of the crown het declared, plate hou under arrest for murder, heresy and treason. The superior's lips twisted into a bitter smile. Hou tank hou verwoon, alsalde, sê hy sit. Hou have no idea wo hou redefying. The invitation itself protects us. Tere are names in dat boek dat wil destroy men var above our station. Don dichus is harde net. Ten let them fall. As de gearts moefet to say ze her, Vater Sebastian apparet from the sadofs a dagger flassing in his hand. He linget toward Ines. Ze barelei manage to step as de bevore kaptein reis verret his pistol. Te sot shoot trouge the chamber, and Vater Sebastian collapsed to the ground, his bloed dark against the stone. Moeder Teresa screamed and rushed toward him, but reis restrained her. Her vuil vel, revealing a face twisted with the rage and madness. How fools rieket. Uithangt his will entet. The tunnels go deeper than oul ever vind. Tes plate wil uitliefe hou al. Her words net to curses as they dragged her out of the chamber. By daven, the convent was solid in the royal authority. The skeletons weer catalogued, blessed, and given proper burial under the supervision of the local bishop. The official report concluded that the Carmelite convent had been used for smuggling, human trafficking, and secret executions over nearly a century, a network stretching from Veracruz to Manila. The church leidde solved the order. The surviving nuns weer transferred to other convents, their names changed, their past erased. As for Moeder Teresa, she was treated in Mexico City and condemned to live imprisonment in a shell of the institution, weer sy dit 7 years later, reportedly after losing her mind. Vater Sebastian's body was never recovered. So Messiah disappeared from the morgue te Verenigde was killed. Sister Ines, after testifying before the authorities, vanished it from public record. Rumor has it she was taken into protection by the Bishop of Macotan, living her final years in silence and prayer until her death in 1698. Her tomb, if it exists, has never been found. But the story doesn't end. In 1767, more than 80 years later, the Spanish crown sent another team of officials to inspect the ruins of the old convent before handing it over to the Jesuits. When they reopened the underground vaults, they found the same chamber in tijd and still containing 50 skeletons. The verhuisame number recorded in Motor Teresa's ledger. The documents were solid immediately by royal order labeled as classified for 3 centuries. Only recently to civiles reservasit in the General Archive of the Indies in civile confirming that the entire account was true. Today, the convent of Santa Teresa no longer exists. On its ruins stands a colonial museum. Bit lokaal site dat onkheid nuggets, beneath the marble floors, ou can still hear faint whispers. And the sound of rosary beats clattering softly in the dark. Kenturis have passed since the scandal of the convent of Saint Teresa of Jesus. But the sound of it cast still lingers in the streets of Hirutaro, like a arcade breate that refuses to fade. Visitors who enter the museum built atop its ruins so must climb to feel a sudden chill when standing near the old foundations. Some have reported hearing a woman's voice whispering prayers in Latin, or the faint rustle of fabric, like a nuns habit pressing against stone. Historians continue to debate whether Sister Ines truly survived. Or whether the one who testified before the proven was Simeone Else, perhaps another nun wearing her name to protect her from vengeance. Wat nou onediens is dat de ledger, de tunnels en de 53 skeletons weer real. The church may have erased their names from the records, but not from memory. Because history has a strong way of resurrecting the secrets we try hardest to bury. And now, wene vir ou walk the old streets of Hirutaro at nugget. Listen garvelei. Voor ou mag het justeer de achu of toese prayers dat onze begit voor me sy. Beneath te convent dat the world treat to forget. If ou like it the story, remember to subscribe, leave a like. Aantal is in the comments. Wilt ou daar toe explore te tunnels beneath an abandoned convent? Or wilt ou rather keep the past where it belongs? Buried in the dark,